Look at you with your DSLR. You're so fancy.
I know.
Do the girls know you're a photographer, Spency?
Yeah.
They should. Do they know you got a nice
I shoot
motorcycle?
nudes only.
Only nudes? Makes sense. You know, I don't know if you'd be modeling good at other things. Oh, you meant you take the photos.
Yeah.
I thought you were in the photos.
So
let's talk our top 5 picks for this week.
Okay.
So we're gonna try and keep up on this a little more. We want you guys to kind of save some time on what we think is good for investments. So let's talk 5 projects this week we like. First project of the week, we're obviously still mining Ethereum.
Yeah.
So we're heavy on Ethereum. We've got probably $100,000 worth of equipment mining Ethereum all the time. Good on Ethereum.
It's the golden goose.
It's the golden goose. Ethereum's going big. We're also mining Libri still. Libri we've been mining for 6 months now.
Yeah.
We continue to mine that. We really like Libri. It's a social media platform environment. So they've been hiring different opinionators and trendsetters. Ashton Kutcher just got paid to do a bunch of stuff on Libri. And so it's like a media channel. And the idea is Libri is going to be how you get paid for your copyright, how you get paid for your monetization, things of that nature. So we like Libri. Loki is our spec mining project. So we've moved all $100,000 of our equipment, CPUs, all the processors, over to Loki coin. And why do we like Loki, Spencer?
Because they seem to have a good goal for their project. They're doing the approach very well. It's they forked to Kryptonite Heavy, which was a good.
Yes, definitely a good thing.
They're adjusting their coin creation rate because they realized that it was going to have a negative impact
on the nodes,
on their service node setup.
There's going to be too many people that had nodes ready right away.
Yeah.
Nodes go live in November. It's going to be 45,000 coins initially, but that's based on the curve. So I will keep going for a sec. So the more coins, the more people that add nodes, the lower the node requirement is. So after, say, a few people set up nodes, it'll drop down to a few hundred pretty quick from 45,000.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one of the main reasons we're mining Loki's not listed on a lot of exchanges, but it still is liquid. It's liquid to the tune of about $2,000 a day. It's currently being migrated through Bitcoin, through Cryptopia, of all the other websites, primarily. Loki to Bitcoin, Bitcoin to Loki. There's maybe only 5 exchanges that hold it, but we've mined lots of coins that weren't on any exchanges before, right?
Yeah.
Now, the reason we do this is because the hope is when they launch and when they get wide acceptance that they're going to surge in value like most coins do with their initial investing, or with their initial launch. Okay, now what's some other projects? So one of the ones I've been looking at for probably the last 8 months, we've mined a little bit of, but only on the CPU. But now they've created software, mining software, that's going to allow you to mine on the GPUs as well, is Aeon. A-I-O-N, Aeon. Now, I like Aeon. Aeon is going to design to be a fuel for exchanges and for other cryptocurrencies trading. So like a Binance coin, or like a fuel coin, like a gas coins, these types of things. It's kind of geared to be the middle production in between all the different services that they offer. Now, we would mention one more, which IBM just took on heavy. Stellar. Now, Stellar, there was a fight between Stellar, IOTA, and EOS. And a lot of the big platforms, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, IBM, Intel, they were all looking at adopting some of these technologies because they want to be first to the market, right? So they were looking at integrating some of these technologies in the back ends of their companies. And initially they hit a wall with IOTA. So I've got some friends that work at Microsoft, and they hit a development wall. They were no longer, they reached the maximum scope of what they could use with the coin for. And so then they were looking at Ethereum and Stellar and Lunar, L-U-N-A-R, Lunar, which was another one kind of like Stellar. But now recently Stellar just did a big update, and it added several new functions to the blockchain. And it got a whole bunch of attention by a lot of the backend companies. And so what IOTA was going to be doing for the cloud implementation and artificial intelligence payment systems, they're now looking to use Stellar for. So the idea is that you would use bajillions of parts of a Stellar, right? You would break a single Stellar up into millions of pieces. To have that ability to break it up into micro pieces. And you would use that to do things like automated cloud implementation. When you buy a website, the AI would turn on the website and set up the admin and set up the email servers and any plugins that you required and your hosting services. All these will be paid for with the Stellar coin. Now, IBM has just acknowledged hard into Stellar investment. Just last week, there was a conference, a female conference, talking about the future of banks and investments and microtransactions or remote transactions using mobile phones for transactions. And one of the directors of IBM said that she was very, very, very much looking to use Ripple, XRP, and Stellar now as part of their back-end payment systems through mobile payment processing. And they were looking at using Stellar as the main process for all the back-end payments on exchanges in places like India and Africa and all these other emerging countries, emerging third world nations moving into the first world technologies. So Stellar just this week saw a huge increase in profits, a huge increase. People saw 30-40% gains on that. And there's a lot more to be made just on some of these projects. And this is acceptance, this is usage, okay? So as these blockchains that people have overhyped and are overinvested in, are waiting for something to happen, as they start to be functionally used, as they start to come to market, and they're being accepted by large companies, that's when you see the true value. These are the companies that will be around. So we said Ethereum, Libri, Loki, Aeon, and Stellar. So there's our 5 picks for the week, guys. Pay attention. I think Stellar, did they mention Stellar was going on Coinbase too? Was that one of the 5?
I'm not sure.
So I think it might have been one of the 5. Double check that for yourself, guys, because you want to do your own research when investing. But if you're looking for some quick money, these are some really good places to see some quick returns. So this is Alex.
And Spencer.
We're the Crypto Kings, and there's our picks for the week.